Call Allah Imla, Al-Haynaw, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wa Malakia, Bahashem, Harawat, Kakwadash, Barakathum, the Wada Baba Bar, Waquam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily. To the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and say Shalom. Today we're going to get into a couple videos whereas Eve has been officially cast out by Esau. But see, Esau ain't going to tell you. He's just going to show you. Now, what the first thing he did to let you know that you were cast out? He fired over 100,000 Eves from government federal jobs. Second, he put up a bunch of fat girl statues all over the country. This is what he thinks about you because your purpose has been served. He has no use for you. How else is he showing you this? By cutting your benefits. We told y'all this day would come. We told y'all this man was using you to destroy your own nation. Now that you have done that, you have burned bridges with your own nation, with your own men. Unforgivable type shit. So you on your own. Let's get these videos. Before we begin, the name of this video is Listen Up Eve from Arrows of Indignation 144. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Black women, they are doing the same thing to us that they did to black men 40 years ago, which is pushing us out of the workforce. That's what they did to black men, and that is what caused the major divide within our community with regards to the gender wars. We saw black men the way they wanted us to see them because they didn't have the upward mobility that we had because of our jobs that we were able to get in the federal government. For one, the federal government was one of the biggest job employers for black women, and they're pushing us out left and right. We lost more jobs last month than any other demographic, and those jobs are not coming back. And if they come back, they're not going to give them to us. I don't care what degree you got, because you can see right now, they don't care nothing about those degrees. As soon as we started getting it, it ain't mean anything anymore. I say this to say we gonna have to work with black men. Whatever grief you got with black men, get over it. It's time for us to work together. We need them and they need us, and this is just more proof of that.
Actually, we don't need y'all. We don't need so-called black women to bear Israelite children. All you need is an Israelite seed. That's it. And we can bear Israelite children from any woman. So we don't need you to bring back our Israelite children. But you need us to bear Israelite children because you need an Israelite seed. Get it right, Eve.
But the facts and the statistics are starting to expose the brutal truth. These women made a serious miscalculation when they burned their bridges with the nuclear family and turned their backs on the black man.
Whoa. It just came to me. But these are the same women that talk about how come men don't approach us? How come men don't talk to us? How come men don't take us out on dates? How come men don't do this? Well, look at what the fuck you're saying. Look at how you're moving. Look at your behavior, and you wonder why.
Look around, brothers. The government is shrinking, and many of the jobs they used to dangle in front of your face
Black women don't listen to no fucking body. They don't respect anybody, and they're very unaccountable, you know, and they're producing these children that they don't even want to date and that they know is problematic, but instead of holding themselves accountable and, you know, saying that they maybe didn't produce the best child, they rather blame the father for not being there when they wouldn't allow them to be there because they want to be married to the system and they want to get the benefits from being in the system. It is quite disgusting to me, and Black women are never going to be beneficial to the community as long as they keep these attitudes. You're not going to help the community, and the best thing that Black women can do for the community is work with Black men, is respect Black men, is hold yourselves accountable, and, you know, be there for your children. Be parents to your children instead of being in a club, instead of trying to extort men for money or whatever it is that you guys do. And maybe instead of attacking people because they say hard truths, maybe you should look inward and attack yourself and attack your demons instead of just deflecting and projecting all of this negative energy on everybody else. Okay? The behavior that's coming from Black women is disgusted, and you guys are not the most educated.
Parties are original.
Now let's come out of this. I got another video. This from my man Corey Holcomb. I know y'all don't like him because he tells the truth. Oh well, you gonna hear it today. Truth hurts, say ouch.
My sisters, the roosters are coming home. Everything you did is finna come back on you because they have people in place, government-wise, to show you we used you to destroy the village. Now, we really have no use for you no more. Your daddy ain't there. Your husband ain't there. Your son is raised wrong. Your daughter is watching you twerk. You have done what we wanted you to do well in destroying the village. The father of your child is probably in court with you over nothing. You ate from the forbidden tree. You went and used a system that destroys you to destroy your family. And now they have no use for you. Remember all the female Black mayors and everything that was happening and all like that?
Yeah.
They ain't got no use for that shit no more. I see the girl. We are the most educated. Yes, they sold you a degree that ain't finna be worth. Yeah, you.
See, most highly educated, that translates now to you're the ones that are deepest in debt by getting all these degrees. So yeah, those degrees they sold you, all they did was got you deep into debt. Surprise.
Who have aged out and fell for the sucker shit in destroying your village, your family, and yourselves, the only thing you can do is try to tell your children, don't do what I did. All you women 40, 50, 60, it's over for you. You need to explain to your children, don't do what I did. Don't go around here talking about you don't need a man publicly. Don't go around bashing men for the most part publicly, because all these women who are on the internet for bashing men, there's a record of it, and I think we need to keep a record of these women in case they try to act like they something different later on. I'm talking about the moral people of the world. You have to be aware of these women that's out for self, not for the village, because they are about to find themselves back in the village with the villagers, and the fronting like you rich, the fronting like all this is finna be over. I'm telling you, most of my sisters are broke than a motherfucker, just like most of my brothers are broke. But the sisters was acting like they not broke, holding up drinks on an island that they got there with a buddy pass and all that shit. No, it's finna be time during this administration where this man is literally pouring out all the fish in the pond and letting you see him try to live with no air. He's taking your income away. What jobs do you think will be available for us? When I say us, I'm talking about people of color. What jobs are going to be available for us in the future? You got to learn how to cook again.
And back to wet nursing.
Say it again.
It's going to be tough to get a wet nurse job with fake titties. That's bad for the baby.
It's over. It's time to be accountable for who you are. They allowed you to hide on the porch and act like you was better than the brothers they wouldn't even let on the porch. Guess what? They kicking all y'all off the porch. I see what's happening with money. Oh man, money is finna be scarce. You're gonna have to learn how to be a person who can take care of a household, and you're gonna have to bow down to something greater than yourself. Your bitch is gonna be worthless. I'm talking about worthless. The only thing you're gonna have is your body to sell, and the cost that people are willing to pay for you is gonna be so disrespectful what they'll pay to other bitches. Don't you see what's happening? Motherfuckers is giving bitches $25,000 a cheek. What they giving you? You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get enough to have to come back. Because that's how we supposed to pay bitches. You're supposed to pay them in a way where they can't go out there and get on their feet with this. They'll be back. I got plenty of bitches that told me, Corey, you can go to hell. I'm like, all right, what you finna get your life together? You're not finna do that. You'll be back. But it's a cold world out here, man, for all these people who thought they was gonna be able to talk about their own fathers, husbands, brothers, act like they're above that. Here it come. Here comes the thunder. Because you can't just lay up. If he takes Section 8 away, like is being said,
Right.
do you know how many homeless bitches is gonna be out here? If your woman is not behind you in your dreams, in fact, you are behind her and her dreams, that's a form of being gay. If you're not a man out here living your purpose and can't find a woman to live it with you, you one of the guys in the village that's really stopping progress. You telling me my woman got $1 billion, so it don't make sense for me to work. Homie, you need to go buy some maxi pads. Ain't nothing like the love of a father. That's why the women want to destroy the image of the father. The love of the father is the greatest thing ever. That's why you are hated upon, brothers, if you don't know that. I want to say to all of the single moms out there, get your life together, goddammit.
We got That's my boy right there. He don't hold no punches. Let's start. Let's start with the part that he was talking about, how the father is the best thing going as far as a household. Esau knows this as well. That's why he paid you to kick the man out, and you fell for it. Listen to this. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 9. For the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. Esau knew this. We knew this in the spirit. The only one that didn't know that was you, Eve, and you fell for the bullshit. Let's get some more scripts. And this is for you simps out there. 1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. We call that simping. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. We call that simping as well. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become another man, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return to me again, saith the Lord Yahweh. This scripture is twofold. First and foremost, it's talking about how the Israelites committed spiritual adultery by worshiping other gods. Second of all, it's talking about adulterous women who cheat on their husbands. When a woman does this, you're supposed to cut her ass loose. Let's get this one. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 24. Hold up, let's get this in the blue letter. I think there's more meat on this one. We can start at 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee by her with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Exactly. These women will destroy you till there's nothing left if you allow them to. That's the key. Because a woman can't take advantage of you unless you allow her. So if you are voluntarily simping, you get what you get. Let's keep going. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Simps. You allowed yourself to be simped. She gonna simp you. It's the opposite of pimping. Except y'all simping. Simping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it, man. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? That translates to finding a virtuous woman in these last days is going to be rare. She's hard to find. They're out there, though. You just going to have to do your due diligent search to find her. If it's Yahweh Ratazah. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. Exactly. These women who try to fight their man in public, embarrassing their man in public, embarrassing their children in public. Yeah, that's like rottenness in his bones. Keep going. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 3. Listen to this, simps. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father, but he that keepeth the company with harlots spendeth his substance. You're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your resources. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. So if you out here hoeing your ass all over the internet, you might not be going to the kingdom this time. You might be getting destroyed. You might be tossed in that lake of fire. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 2. I have spread out my hand all day unto a rebellious people which walketh in a way which is not good, after their own thoughts. Yeah, you do what you want to do. Yeah. Do as thy will. Yeah, that's y'all. Now you're in a bad situation right now because you did what you willed. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord have created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. That has come to pass by Esau giving you all these dainties, all these government benefits, all these high-profile jobs. Yeah. That's how the woman compasseth a man. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous, and she is simple and knoweth nothing. How's she gonna learn anything when she too busy talking, thinking she know everything? You can't do shit with that. But toss it back in the pond. Sirach, chapter 25, verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. That goes back to Genesis. When she listened to Esau lying ass, well, Esau has just broken that covenant between you and Eve, Esau and Eve. That covenant is broken. Sirach chapter 26, verse 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when she has found a fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. You already know what that's talking about. She being a hoe. She out here sleeping with this man, this man. You come back to you and pretend she ain't did shit wrong. 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 8. There shall be a confusion in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters. Bad ass children. Why? Because there's no man in the house. Sirach chapter 26, verse 22. A harlot shall be counted as spittle. That means spit. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. Verse 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which saith unto me, where is the Lord Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the street. Trodden down as the mire in the street. Mire is shit. That means you're going to be stomped out. And guess what? The men of the Lord is going to sit back and let the Lord's judgment take place, because whoever appears being innocent, or where was the righteous ever cut off, or paraphrasing the scripture. If you getting stomped out, that's the Lord's judgment against you. So who are we to stop the Lord's judgment? When we were trying to tell you the whole time what your judgment was going to be if you continue in this behavior. No, we ain't stopping shit. We're going to step over your bloody ass and keep it moving. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 11. For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked. Their offspring is cursed, wherefore blessed is the barren that is undefiled, which have not known the sinful bed. She shall have fruit in the visitation of souls. That means if you ain't got no kids right now, you are blessed, because it's going to get so bad, you're going to wish you had not had a newborn, because you're going to have to protect that newborn, keep him warm, keep him fed, keep him changed, and keep him quiet, because you're going to have pedophiles and cannibals on the loose. But y'all still keep having babies. Go ahead. That's your burden you're going to have to bear later on. Keep going. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. Exactly. That's what they do. Pretend they ain't did shit wrong. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. That basically means that you being a hoe, you ain't really living. All you're doing is condemning yourself to death. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Simp nation. See what else we got. Let's get this one. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1. But ye followers of me, even as I also of Hamashiach. Verse 2. And this is talking about the order the Lord set up. You got the Father, you got the Son, you got the Israelite man, Israelite woman, Israelite child. Esau, he changed the order. He put Esau, woman, child. That's why your household's so fucked up. You're not going by the order that the Lord gave you. Verse 2, now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. Verse 3, but I would have you know that the head of the woman is the man, the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. That's the Lord cutting off all them dainties, all them government benefits, them goodies. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. That means get ready for death. Verse 12, they shall lament for the teats, them government programs, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. But it ain't coming. I'm gonna tell you what is coming though. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Yo, Israelite men, their stocks are through the roof right now. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. To take away our reproach. That means it's going to get so bad out here. Y'all ain't going to mind sharing a man. Y'all ain't going to mind sharing an Israelite man because you going to want some protection. You going to want some structure. You going to want some knowledge of what the hell's going on out here because it's going to catch you like a thief in the night. So you ain't going to mind in that day sharing a man. Especially all you Christians, Christian women who so against an Israelite man having more than one wife in concubines, which is lawful. We're going to see if your attitude going to change in that day. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. The Lord didn't make us for you. He made you for us. But Esau, He misconstrued it, messed up your mind. Verse 9, neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. Didn't I just say that? And this is for you trans people out there, cutting your rod off, your balls off. This is for you. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 1. He that is wounded in the stones or has his privy member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord Yahweh. It's not going to happen. You going to die. Die. Let's keep going. And this is what Esau got y'all in the trick bag. Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Y'all went down to Egypt for help by getting all them government programs. And stay on horses and trust in chariots because there are many, and in horses because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. We get a couple more closed. Let's get Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And this makes all the sense in the world. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. And that makes all the sense in the world. You know why? Because women outnumber men 7-1. So you know who the majority of that 2/3 gonna be? Women. Just get this one again. I didn't read all the scripture. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the ways of the paths. Yeah. Y'all listen to Esau. Y'all believed him. Again, he destroyed you. Your whole nation. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart departed from the Lord Yahweh. In this case, cursed be the woman that trusteth in man. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. Sottish means stupid. And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well toward his going. And we told y'all what this Edomite was doing. He's setting you up to destroy your nation. And you did it anyway like a dumbass. How do you feel now? Do you feel nice and used? You should. We can close with this one. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Y'all can get enough of listening to Esau lying ass. Because you're about to be homeless and hungry. Ending up in a FEMA camp with a chip in your hand. Call Halayim La Lahai Now Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalaki, by Hashem, Harawat, Bakakwadash, Barakathum, the water by Babal, Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.